Alright, one of the final steps is just to add seam sealer to the original factory locations. 3M seam sealer, orange side goes this way. So you're just gonna basically put it on. Brush it in. I think this part's probably a really important part anyway to have seam sealer. Just because it's probably exposed to a lot of that water that gets whipped up by the wheels, even though there's a wheelhouse covering that's supposed to be there. Yikes, it dripped really badly. Okay. Definitely not the factory way. The way the factory did it was a lot better. They probably had a gun, but you can see here. That's the way the factory looks right here. Nice and they just kind of put it on a thick layer on, but I had to brush it on. It's okay, it's okay. It's not gonna be, can't get exact OEM specs, but nice and lathered up there. Good seam sealer everywhere. These corners. Got a nice one underneath here. All right, looks good. Okay, seam sealer's done. All right, guys. So I'm pretty much at the point where I am ready to paint. One of my coworkers has her brother-in-law. His name is Ignacio. He came over just a second ago, and he's gonna help me paint tomorrow. He felt the body lines. He's really. It was funny to see his face. He barely speaks any English, but it was funny to see his face because he was like, "Wow, like you did this yourself in here in this garage." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You did a really good job." He's feeling the areas where the body fillers, and he's like, "It's almost perfect. We just need to knock a few parts down a little bit and get it just a little bit more flat and more even in some spaces." But he was telling me like it's an amazing job. So he's gonna come work with me tomorrow. What I'm gonna do tonight is basically I'm gonna start taking apart this panel. I'm gonna take the door off. I'm gonna take that front fender off, and I'm gonna get them on a panel tree, just so we can save some time, get these out of the way, and begin painting. Just get straight to scuffing, painting, and fixing a little bit of the areas, the body filler areas. So I think he was saying his English is really broken. I think he said he wanted to cover these spot welds a little bit with some filler. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Just cover it a little bit up, flatten it out a bit, and yeah, then I think we're ready to get painting this thing. So tomorrow, that's the plan. We're gonna go to. I learned a few things. So I was gonna do spray cam primer, Spray Max Rapid Primer Filler. It got great reviews on YouTube. I mean, you see a lot of the pro YouTubers actually using it as primer. But one thing, when Ignacio saw that it's a TriCoat, he was like, "Yeah, it's better that we don't use that." He's gonna bring his own gun. His gun is $900. His spray gun is $900 for the gun alone. I was like, "Damn, that shit's expensive." So he's gonna bring his own spray gun. He's gonna spray primer on it. But one thing I didn't know I was supposed to do with this with the TriCoat was there's something called a sealer that goes on top of the primer, and that way you can get that TriCoat to match even better. So yeah, I'm glad. In a way, I'm really glad that I'm having him help me, because like I know I would spraying solid colors is okay, but he, like, when people look at the paint on this red, this is a caught red hand and GM color. This is a hard paint to spray, and we're gonna do it outside, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me get to moving this stuff. shit's heavy. Okay, now I'm going to spray base with a 2-stage hvlp gun. We'll see the results. Tack it down first. Alright, so I'm about to spray the clear on a, like I said, this is a Fuji spray. It's only a 2-stage turbine system. It's not ideal for spraying clear coat. I am doing a 2-part clear. I did reduce it. Usually if you have a high-powered gun, there's no need to reduce. I did put urethane reducer in it, 4:1:1. Let's see how it goes. I think it should be fine, honestly. It's my last chance to tack everything. That's good. That's gonna turn out good. I can tell already. So guys, the trick is you gotta reduce that clear coat by 4:1:1 if you're using a 2-stage turbine. It's gonna work. Like I said, it's not optimal. It's definitely, I can tell you, it's not right off the bat. It's not atomizing that clear very well. It is kind of cooler too. I'm using a medium reducer, a medium hardener. Weather was hot in the morning, 70 degrees. I think it's probably like 55 now. But I had to work. I remember I had to do a lot of repair work to this right part of this hood. But I think overall, I'm gonna let this first coat dry. I think it's gonna turn out really well. It looks solid. Looks really good. Yeah. This is gonna turn out great. Okay guys, I gotta do some wet sanding because the orange peel is it's pretty, I mean, it's not good. It's not terrible for outside paint job, but it's not good, so I just need to wet sand it down. I'm gonna start with 1500 grit first, and then see how it looks once it hazes over, how much clear. Basically your lows you'll see clear coat on your lows, and then whatever's scratched up will be hazy. So let's kind of start here and let's see what happens. See, I want to show you guys what I mean by metal hazing over. So like now that the metal's dry, these are my high spots where I see clear. So I need to sand those down until I see haze. And I'm gonna go over this part with DA, but I'll go over this part by hand. Some of this part you can't even reach by the DA, so you just gotta do it by hand. So you can still see there are some spots I need to work out by hand. If you want to use a DA, I would suggest just keep it really looped up. Don't use more than anything heavier than 1500 grit. lightly. Just do very light with the DA. If you want to do hand is no problem. Just dab a little bit at the top of the block in the water, and then just go back and forth. Try not to apply too much pressure. That's the key. You really just want to take a small amount off, especially if you have orange peel the way I do, to get that finish smooth. It really depends on the severity of your orange peel. If your orange peel is like really, really bad, then yeah, you want to probably put a little more pressure, or just move it to a higher grit. This one's not really that bad, so it's coming out pretty easily. To be honest with you, I can see this paint smoothing out really quick. Alright guys, can you see that orange peel? This is on the quarter panel, okay? And then here you can see it's smoothened out, right? That's after wet sanding with 1500 and Meguiar's 105. Sorry, it's a little hazy from some of the glaze, the compound. But you can see kind of like this transition area where I need to go back and kind of probably work on it because it's on the corner of the door. But that's how you remove orange peel from, you know, a not so good paint job. Not so good paint jobs can always be corrected. You know, you have this orange peel here. Sometimes when you spray outside, it's not gonna be perfect. And then if you just go back and do a little light wet sanding, you can use a DA or you can use your hand. Both work. Just depending on the severity of how your orange peel, every area is going to be different. I mean, just depends on how that clear coat lands, how the wind was blowing when you were doing it outside. So yeah, this is not the final product though. This is not the final. I'm not done yet. I still have to go over with the different kind of compound with the actual buffing pad and polish it up and add wax. wax, so it's gonna really shine. I'm not done yet. How you can remove orange peel. All right, here's a side where there was no DA buffer, or I mean no wet sanding. You can kind of see it. I mean, I wish you could see it, like, I don't know if I could focus on that orange peel. It's another shot. I guess I just can't pick it up. You can kind of see it there, and then you can kind of see how it's smoothing out significantly on this side. That's with wet sanding with 1500 grit, and then Meguiar's 105 DA. There are some spots I might want to work out, but really I'm gonna let the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound get the rest of the stuff out. I'm very happy with the way it looks. It looks very nice glossy shine. A little bit of swirl marks, but I can get that out, like I said. But yeah, you can just tell it's much smoother finish than this orange peely part. So yeah, I'll have to go back through this entire rear quarter panel, get the orange peel out, and move on to more reassembly. So. Okay guys, I just want to show you the results after wet sanding with 1500 to Meguiar's 105 with the microfiber pad, to Meguiar's compound, to Meguiar's polish, and then ultimate quick wax, or ultimate wax with an orange, green, and black pad. This is the final results. You guys saw what the orange peel looked like before. Now you have almost a mirror finish. Looks really good. I mean, overall, I'm really happy with this. Guys, just remember, this is an outside paint job. This is an outside paint job. There's still some orange peel present. You can see kind of in this area. I don't know, slight orange peel, but overall, for the appearance, is quite impressive. The door, I did a better job. I mean, this is this is a great overall job for an outdoor paint job on a TriCoat color car. So just bear with me, guys. I know it's not like perfect, but it's pretty damn good. So I'm very happy with it.
The rocker panel's a little bit scuffed up. I wasn't able to get the bottom part there repaired, but what I'm going to do is probably change those out, remove the rivets, and change it to a carbon fiber insert. I'll work on that later. That's the least of my concerns right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like.